Hello, welcome to Dog Food with Katherine Abel, the show about dogs that feeds the mind and spirit. Today I'm going to talk about BB and Gigi, the pit bull, comparing the two. And BB is fascinating. If you guys have ever been interested in monkeys, or you just are fascinated by animals, then you need to watch this. There are two channels. I think Monkey BB, it's BIBI, and Family BB, BIBI, and it's amazing. It's amazing. But the reason why it's so amazing and lovely and just humanity at its best. This is the way. I mean, this guy is a total example in how to treat animals and human beings. The guy's name, he goes by Dad. You have Dad and Mom and Grandma, and then you have Zuka and Chip and BB. These are the only characters. It takes place in Vietnam where monkeys they have monkeys there, and he found BB. I think BB was rejected because he had leg problems from the get go, and he's frail. This monkey's frail, straight up. He's always going to the vet. He went to grandma. Dad had to go take care of grandma for a while, and so he took BB, and BB he had a blast. He had an absolute blast, and so did Dad. Dad had a blast too. But when they got back to the city, BB had an episode, so they had to go to the vet, which it's not uncommon. BB goes to the veterinarian, and Dad is, I'll tell you, I love Dad. Dad is my hero. Dad's my hero. This monkey, he calls, in the videos, he refers to the monkey as his son. And I will tell you, he acts like the monkey is his son. This monkey is incorporated into this family as a full-on family member. One time I was watching, I don't know, something came up, and there was a video of this guy selling, I don't know if it was registered or whatever. He spoke American English. I don't know where he was located. I watched it for about 2 minutes, and I was completely repulsed because I don't know any place other than Vietnam or some place that has monkeys where you could have a monkey. BB is never in a cage. He is never in a cage, ever. He sleeps with. He's got his own little pillow. He's got this pillow. I don't know why. I don't know why he has this pillow. The pillow that it is a we use them as neck braces. You know, when you're on an airplane, and you want a pillow it's for your neck. It's that pillow thing. It's not. It keeps your head up, right? It's very firm. So this is BB's pillow. It's his pillow, and he just sleeps right tucked into there. And I don't know. I don't know why, but there's got to be a reason physically, because Dad is. He is all about taking care of BB and BB's legs. BB constantly has leg issues. He gets regular massages. That's right. He gets regular massages. Okay? He has to, because of his legs and because he's just adored in this family. Or maybe somebody told him you gotta massage the monkey. He's a macaque monkey, and he's just precious. When you're watching animal videos, if you go on Instagram or TikTok or any of that kind of stuff, I don't even have to have it on Facebook. I don't do that stuff. But here's what you need to look at. The amateur camera people, and people doing the video, which is a blessing when you're talking about animals because you can spot abuse in about 4 seconds. Well, literally 2 seconds. But look at the animal's eyes. I don't care if it's a dog, a rabbit, a tortoise, a cat, a monkey, a lizard. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Watch that animal's eyes. Okay? And if there is, oh my gosh, if there's excessive blinking, that animal's abused straight up. I'm telling you right now. And what they're making that animal do in there, that animal does not want to do it, but he knows he's going to get beaten if he doesn't do it. I'm telling you right now. Look at the animal's eyes. And so, okay, go look at BB's eyes. And if you look at other monkey channels, watch the monkey. Look at the way the eyes. BB is completely relaxed. So if you want to get a macaque monkey, here's the setup there. They're a young family. I think dad is 35 years old, something like that. He's married. He's got 2 children, 2 little girls. They look to be very, very close in age. And they are incredibly respectful of BB. BB, there's one of the girls, sometimes she likes him and sometimes she doesn't. I mean, you can tell. Sometimes she loves him and sometimes she doesn't want to have anything to do with him. And you know what? BB knows. If you watch, he knows which one loves him with her whole heart. He knows. So you got dad, the 2 kids, you got the wife. You don't ever see her. You did see her with Deep Lena. Watch the videos with Deep Lena, who came from London to visit, or the UK. And then there are 2 cameramen, and I finally figured that out. It took me forever to figure out how they were getting the shots. So there are 2 cameramen. So that's the setup. In order to care for this monkey, to keep the monkey out of the cage, right? There's no cage. So you've got dad, the wife, the 2 kids, the 2 cameramen, and you've got the housekeeper, who is mom. Mom is in the character, the housekeeper is the character of mom. So that's 7 human beings looking after 1 monkey. And let me tell you something. That's what it has to be, because this monkey is so smart, because he's a humanized monkey. He totally is a humanized monkey. When I first saw him, and I don't know how that even came up on my YouTube feed, because I totally don't watch that kind of stuff. But now of course, I'm enamored. I'm completely enamored of this little monkey, and the family too. I just love them all. And it's funny, it's just the most wonderful, lighthearted. I mean, it's documentary style, right? But you cannot take your eyes off of this monkey. And dad is just as entertaining as the monkey, because dad may be 35, closing in on 40, I don't know, but he's a kid. Dad is a total kid at heart. And what happened yesterday, they harvested bamboo shoots, and that's another thing that's fascinating. All this food, this food that they eat in Vietnam, that is an education in itself. And the way they live, and get to see the countryside, which is absolutely gorgeous. They go to the beach, they go camping. He takes this monkey everywhere. And there are mountains, there are it's gorgeous. Vietnam is gorgeous. And so this guy too they're from a well-to-do family. He's got this nice apartment in town. I don't know what town it is. He's got his mother lives way out in the country, and it's a very nice house. And then they have, like, they call it the mansion. Oh my goodness. I guess it is. And I think this is going to be close to, I think it's just close to him, not as far as his mother lives. And it's a spread. I mean, they've got a bunch of land, and so they've been doing that. So the thing with dad, and what is lovely is the relationship between dad and BB. BB, dad is totally dad. I mean, dad is dad. And I think too that, I don't know how it is in the monkey hierarchy, how that plays out, that system. But BB in this system, what is he? 18. I think he's 18 months now. 18 months. And you read down the comments, they're like going, "Oh, when he's 2 years old, you better watch out." But I don't know, because Dad is just absolutely marvelous. He is completely calm, but he's the general. He's the general, and he never raises. This guy's the most gentle human being you're ever going to see in your life, and everybody's towing the line. I mean, that it is here's where your shoes go. These clothes go here. Here's your toothbrush. It's like it goes there, and nobody says anything. They just put it there. That's the kind of presence this guy has. He just gives quiet orders, and everyone complies without any lip, and grateful to him for establishing peaceful order. So BB, oh gosh, he loves that monkey. And I'll tell you something else that's really cool to watch is the way they move together. They move. One time, BB, they went on, what did they do? They went on a vacation to the villa. You've got to read the descriptions too. They're utterly charming. They went on a vacation to the villa, to the terraced villa. And it was just like this condo, right? This timeshare. It was this timeshare thing. It was just... I mean, when we get all excited, all the viewers, we're totally excited. They're going to the vacation to the villa. I mean, I'm telling you, it's so simple, but it is absolutely precious. It is so precious. And so who's at the villa? Dad, the two kids. I think the nephew was there, and then you had the two cameramen. So you got this crew there that went to spend a night at the villa. They took the monkey to the villa. But I will tell you something. BB's wild. BB is wild, and BB is always going to be wild. He's always going to be wild. So you got to be on your toes. And Dad's the kind of guy, he's always on his toes. Always wanting to do something. I mean, they're just a perfect match. They're the perfect match, these two. They truly are. They hang out. They work on projects together. It's like Dad has a pal, which in fact he does. I was watching the other day, and he's always cooking. Dad is always cooking something, but because I guess the videos, he's figured it out, some kind of algorithm, who knows. He's figured out that people want to watch BB eat, and you think it's ridiculous, but you do. I don't know why. I've watched that monkey eat, and I'm enthralled to it. I'm enthralled to it. Now, do I want to watch my pit bull eat? No, I do not want to watch her eat. But they're cooking, right? And Dad says, "Give me the garlic." BB got the garlic. That's right. I guess Grandma was sleeping one day when they were out at the countryside, and BB went and harvested this vegetable. I didn't recognize it. But he did not, in the garden, these people garden, boy. They garden. They've got vegetables growing every which way. And they're always doing, and like at the mansion in this outside the city, it's I bet that thing is an acre. I bet that's an acre of land, and it's all bricked in. I mean, so these people, they're you know, this is not a common family, okay? And they got these jackfruit, and it's interesting to see all the fruit. So BB got he got the garlic. He knew what the garlic was. And then when Grandma was sleeping, BB's out in the garden, and so there are a variety of plants. He harvested the same plant. He got the identical plant, and he had a bundle of them ready to be cooked. And and here's the thing, he got the proper amount. When Grandma woke up, there was BB with, and listen. It's orderly. It's not like, the plants are strewn all over the patio. No, BB had them, it was, not like a human would do it, but they were piled up in one pile. There weren't 3, 4 piles, one pile. God, man, that monkey is something else. And he's so, so sweet. He's very, very, very sweet. Unless, of course, Dad leaves to go on a business trip. Dad had to leave to go on a business trip, and Grandma has. So Grandma, when Dad is there with BB, she acts like, oh, she's like, here, she's totally Louisiana. Oh, the monkey is cute. I'm petting the monkey, but you can tell she's like, this is a monkey. He has no sense, even though I can see that he can harvest and saw PVC pipe by himself and make that independent decision. He's an idiot. You can tell she thinks that, like we do down here, what we think about dogs and animals. That's the way she thinks. Because he went on, when Dad went on a business trip, BB was there with Grandma, of course, and the two cameramen. Maybe Mom was there as well. But they're at the table eating, and BB wouldn't eat because he hadn't seen Dad in 3 days. And let me tell you something, that monkey longed for Dad. I mean, he longed for that man. Oh my goodness. And so what was going on? She's trying to feed him. He doesn't feel like eating. He almost has, and BB can tell. Oh, BB can read, man. That monkey can read human beings. He could tell that he was getting on her nerves. And so he became agitated. And I'll tell you something, and she did too. She lost patience with him, and she almost popped him. But then she's like, "I'm on camera. I better not." And she's like, "I better not pop him, period, because my son would have I don't even know what Dad would. Oh gosh, Dad would have his feelings hurt so bad. Dad was he treats that monkey with tenderness, always calm, always calm. And so if BB's acting up, like when they're cooking food and BB's getting on the table, Dad just says, BB sits here, and he never loses patience with him. He never does. He's just this super calm guy. I wonder how he got like that. To be that young, I mean, this guy's rock solid. Hard worker. Man, does he work. But so they harvested the bamboo shoots. What did BB do? BB went inside and Dad's talking in Vietnamese, so I don't understand. But BB, I mean, oh my gosh, what BB understands, it's mind blowing. So I think Dad was sitting there cutting you know how when you're cutting stuff up, and you got your animals there, and you go, I'm gonna need a pot for this. I'm like, what are we gonna do? Gotta get some salt and pepper. Well, BB went inside and got the pot and brought the pot out, and Dad was so delighted with his actions. He was so impressed. And in awe. And he was like smiling. Dad is always delighted with what BB does, and he's constantly astounded at his abilities to understand. I mean, he can go on. Look, what do they call these things? They call them these buns, I think. Yeah, steaming the buns. And BB, this is a very favorite food of BB, and he can do it himself. He can put the water in the pot, put the steamer thing in there, and then put the buns in there, and then turn on the stove and do it. I've seen him do it, and it's a continuous shot. So I mean, there's no cutting, there's no editing. It's like it's one long shot. He's totally doing it. And guess what else he does? He shuts the refrigerator after he's finished. He'll go get something in the refrigerator, and then he'll bring it out, and then maybe he'll take. So the package, I think, contained 8 buns. He only chose to put 4 in the pot. So he took the package back to the refrigerator and closed it. I don't know. I'm telling you too, Dad is not saying close the refrigerator. We close the refrigerator. This monkey is mimicking their behavior because he's seeing it. What? He's seeing it from 4 individuals. All 4 individuals are doing the same exact thing. Right? I mean, just like us and our families, we go to the bathroom, open the door, shut the door, go to the bathroom, brush our teeth, he can totally brush his teeth by himself, and he does it. First thing he gets up in the morning, brushes his teeth. is mesmerized by himself in the mirror, which is utterly charming. You can't get enough of watching this monkey. And also, he has these outfits, and they all match. They're all coordinated. Okay, you don't. He can distinguish, and this it's wild. You cannot believe what this monkey can do. I mean, you are just blown away by what this monkey can do. But that's the right way to have a monkey or any animal. Honestly, if you're gonna bring an animal into your home, that animal is going to keep you company. It's going to be it's going to be your pet, your companion animal. Yeah, I think you should love the animal like that. No cages. You know, I got to thinking about the crate thing. You know why that? You know why that started? You know, get the dog. Yeah, the dog can stay in the crate. You know what? You know the root of that. The root of that is saving animals from euthanasia, getting them out of the shelter. Yeah, I work all day long. Well, you can put the animal in a crate for 10 hours. It's okay. They're fine. They're alive. They're alive. These shelters are doing, and then it became a thing. But that never set well with me. Putting the animal in a crate. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. So BB is never in a cage. There's no cage. There's no cage. So yeah, if you're gonna get, and then I saw that one that's in the description. This person goes, yeah, this lady in France got a monkey, and then the monkey had to be removed. Why did the monkey have to? Why did the monkey have to be removed? Because the monkey spent most of the time in the cage. And I'll tell you something. What is BB? I think BB weighs 15 pounds. I've been looking at him because he's pure muscle. This monkey is pure muscle. And I'm going to tell you something else about BB. He is fast. He is alarmingly fast. I mean, sometimes he will move, and I will think that they have fast forwarded the video, and so I'll go back and watch. No, the monkey's that fast. I mean, astoundingly fast. And so, how do you keep a monkey? I mean, this monkey is completely occupied unless he's sleeping. There's something like Dad goes on a business trip, and BB helps him pack. And BB thinks he's going to go sometimes. So, you know, maybe ups, look, Dad's put fake packing for him. Because BB wants to be with Dad. Dad is the deal. Dad is the bomb. Because there is always something going on. And this monkey, I mean, he wants to learn. He is constantly learning, and he wants to learn. I mean, he will watch, like, what was it? Yeah, harvesting the bamboo shoots. He watched Dad dig them up and peel them, then cut them. He watches the whole time. What else does he do? The cooking. Oh my gosh, this monkey is fascinated by any kind of cooking. He can watch Dad peel anything all day long. And BB can completely. I feel that BB could absolutely peel something. He got a papaya the other day and brought it down, and then got the knife that Dad uses and was cutting it, and Dad came out. And Dad came outside, and BB is using the knife correctly, which is another thing that's funny because Dad has it's a miniature meat cleaver, and Dad uses this to cut to cut everything, to peel everything, to cut everything. You know, I'm going, can't you get another knife? But you know how it is when you find the knife you like, that's the one you use all the time for everything. And so Dad's got the miniature, and it is to scale with BB. The miniature meat cleaver is a perfect size for BB. And he talks. He talks mostly to Dad. And Dad, this relationship is something. It is something to behold. It's something to behold, the way this relationship between this monkey and this man, this young man. Time consuming, unbelievably time consuming. Yeah, the lady in France got the monkey taken because she couldn't handle it. That's what in order to keep BB in order. It's if he's not sleeping, he's in there watching somebody cook, and then he's eating, and then he's playing on his jungle gym, or he's always, or he's playing with the girls. He plays with the girls. He gets toys. He reads books. He plays his little instruments. I mean, no way. There's no way. There's no way. Give me a pit bull. Give me a pit bull. Would Gigi do any of that stuff? No, she would have no interest. Could I read a book to her? If it smelled, if I could turn a page and there's a chunk of meat, yeah, she would like that. But no, the dog compared to the monkey, there is no. There you can compare though, because of the necessity for love. If you bring a wild animal, and a dog, come on, they start out, the dogs they weren't always tame, domesticated. So when you bring a dog into your home, or a monkey, or a rabbit, a rat, a snake, I've seen pet snakes too, and you teach that animal that you teach that animal love. You teach that animal love. It is, well, I think, then they become humanized. I mean, my dogs, I mean, your dogs too. If you have I mean, you got to have pets. If you're listening to me, you got pets in the house. Um, and you love them, and you love them. They become humanized. They're a lot smarter than a feral dog in some ways, right? I mean, a feral dog knows how to survive. Domesticated dogs, they don't know how to survive. That's the only thing. Other than that, the domesticated dog can do everything the feral dog can do. You know? And so, what is the favorite thing for the dog, the domesticated dog? They want to be with you all the time, just like BB. BB he wants to be with Dad all the time. He loves the kids, but Dad, Dad's the bomb because Dad is always doing something. I mean, he was weed eating Dad was weed eating the mansion. They're calling it the mansion. They're calling it the abandoned mansion. It's so much fun, I'm telling you. But it's this wonderful, clean fun. And so he's weed eating the abandoned mansion. So BB is watching Dad weed eat, and it's hot. Do you know what BB does on his own? He goes inside and gets Dad a bottle of water. Yes. Would a dog ever do that? Not any of my dogs. No. My cat Stanley, he might do that. Stanley is incredibly thoughtful. He's super thoughtful and kind and generous of spirit. He totally is. Out of all my animals, Stanley is probably the smartest. So one time BB woke up and he prepared himself. Of course, it was help with the cameraman, but he prepared himself some buns. When he finished eating the buns, he got another bun, put it in a bowl, and took it outside to Mom, who was working in the yard. Mom is also, she does everything. She cleans the houses, and she works in the yard. She can do anything, and she takes care of BB. She babysits her BB. But I mean, I don't even know what to say. I mean, that's pure thoughtfulness. That's pure kindness and pure thinking of another, thinking of the comfort and pleasure of another. That's what this monkey does. And I wonder if he does it because he sees Dad doing stuff like that. Dad is so kind. He is the kindest human being I've ever seen. And it's true because you cannot, they're filming him all the time. You cannot, you can see Dad is, I mean, he's fantastic. Everybody needs to be like Dad. I'm serious. We all need to be like Dad. And the way they move, I'm telling you, and he's always aware of BB. He is always aware. Even when you think he has taken his eyes from him, he has not. The other day, BB fell in the water, and of course, BB can leap up. I mean, come on, this monkey is an athlete like you've never seen in limber. I mean, this monkey. Look, BB. Dad turned. He was aware. He's got eyes in the back of his head, but it's just like with all, you know, kids. You love your kids, and you have eyes in the back of your head. So he turned and he grabbed BB's hand, and BB reached for him. You got to watch it for that, just to watch the way those two gentlemen, BB and Dad, move, the way they move together. It is it's beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. And from BB sees Dad as a jungle gym at times, but he is also the place of safety and protection. That's what Dad represents to BB. Safety and protection. He knows he's going to be safe in Dad's arms. And he'll let Dad do anything. I mean, he will. You got to watch that. You got to watch the video when they went to the hospital or the veterinarian's office. What happened? They had to do a sonogram, and so they had to shave BB's stomach, and Dad just calmly had to hold his little arms down by his side, and BB completely submitted to Dad because he knows he can trust Dad with his life. Oh my gosh, he knows that in the core of his very little genius being. He knows. He recognizes that. He knows. He's something else, that little monkey. But you've got to have a team of 7 people in order to handle this monkey. Otherwise, you would never have free time. You would never have free time because you'd have to take him everywhere. Because he longs for Dad. If Dad goes out of town. Dad loves that monkey. He loves that monkey. Look, there's Grandma going here. Come here. And Baby's like, no, I'm going over here to Dad. You see, because he knows that Grandma's doing it for the... Now, look, Grandma loves him as much as she possibly can, right? But she does not see him as a living, thinking, breathing, feeling, problem-solving being. She does not see him as such. She sees him as a stupid animal, even though she is aware of everything that this little fella can do. It's just like us here. With all of the joy, the unlimited, unbounded joy that dogs bring into our lives, because they bring joy. I mean, a cat, come on, man, a cat sleeps most of the time. I mean, they're fun, they relax you, but look, unbounded joy, for me, it's coming from the dogs. Because dogs are fun. I mean, dogs are fun. Gosh, they're fun. And they're so animated. And they're so not lazy, except for Gigi. She's incredibly lazy. But she's also perfect, right? She's perfect just like she is. Yes, so can I leave Gigi alone in the house? Yes, I can. But could I leave her? The honest answer is no. I could never leave her alone because she has never, ever been alone except for when she was younger. And I don't know what that situation was, but I believe she was with a bunch of dogs because she loves the dogs so much. But she has never been alone. She has always had dogs and cats and me, and here. So if she were here by herself, and that's the thing. That's why that's another thing why I compare BB and the pit bull, is because she is, out of all my dogs, all my animals, my family of animals here, she is the most. She's the most, except for Stanley. I mean, cats are all geniuses. I never met a cat who wasn't a genius, but she is the smartest. And that's because a lot of that was because she's a smart girl. I don't know. I think it's because of her background. She's more aware. I don't know. She's maybe it's not. I think she's just like that. She's more sensitive. I mean, she'll get her feelings hurt if you don't take her in the car. And sometimes, like when she had the problem, now she's got another problem. Like BB is a lot like Gigi in that. Every time I look up, Gigi's got something wrong with her. Now there's something on her rear end. I'm like having it's baby it's always, she's got allergies. Gigi has allergies. She's got to take medication regularly, which kills me. I hate putting medicine in her body, but it helps her, so she's got to have it. So that's why I do them, because they remind me of one another, their frailty. And BB is always going to be this little frail being. He's always going to have the problems with his legs, and this sensitive disposition. And I've read, I don't know how true it is because I don't know anything about monkeys other than BB, is that if in the wild, if the monkey family senses something is wrong with the baby monkey, they'll reject him right out. They just reject him. And I'm pretty sure the monkeys like put him on the ground, leave him alone. He's done for because of his leg issues. And that, I mean, he's going to the vet and he's getting an IV at least once every 6 months. Something's up. He won't eat. And that's Dad. Oh, gosh, you should see Dad. When BB does not eat, because BB, and that is something else too. You better have enough fruit for an army in your kitchen, because a monkey is going to put down some fruit. And this monkey is 15 pounds, and I'm telling you, the amount of fruit he eats is astronomical. It's astronomical. It's astronomical. I'm watching now this little girl. She's holding, oh gosh, and there was another thing. Yeah, because, I mean, come on, BB is a money-making machine, and you know what? I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with it, because I don't, because good, the family needs him to be in order for them to give this monkey the level of care that he receives. Look, you should have seen that right there. He was so fast. Oh my gosh. Dad knows how fast BB is, but nobody else can put their brain around it. They don't even realize, but Dad, he knows. And little kids, you take them into, when they go to grandma's, there are a ton of children out there at grandma's, and when BB goes out there, some of the kids are terrified, some are curious, and there's like one who wants to hold him. But for the most part, the monkey freaks the kids out, and they don't want to have anything to do with him, because, I mean, wild monkeys, guess what they do? Up in the trees, fighting you, okay? So come on, territorial things going on. So there was this one young man, this was, I don't know, I wish I could remember the name of that video, because, oh gosh, it was so wonderful. And Dad is, gosh, I mean, he's the perfect person to teach. And he knew how to set it up. So anyhow, a little boy apparently wanted to come meet BB. And so it was set up. This was a very formal deal, okay? There's the dad and the son arrive. They come bearing gifts, which is a basket of fruit, okay? BB's favorite fruit, right? Dad set it up correctly so that BB would be interested in the favorite fruit and behave. There's no telling what kind of workout Dad gave BB before this kid arrived. Let me tell you something. Dad knows BB. And so anyhow, the young man, the father was sitting there, and he could have cared less. He's like thinking, he's like, Grandma, whatever. It's a stupid monkey. Little does he know. But the child, the son connected with the animal. The son connected. And that little boy, he probably connects with all animals, Probably so. And so while the dad's going stupid monkey, on the flip side, he did take his... And you know what? I bet the dad... I bet the father got a little different view because dad dad is all male. I mean, he is 1000% male. There is nothing feminine about him. So it's like, who is this guy with this monkey? He's got to be like a whatever. It's like, no. Dad is all man. Dad is a man. So the little boy came in and dad sat. But first of all, the little boy sat away from BB, and then here was the table. It was the little boy, his father, and then dad and BB. Dad was just, I mean, so perfect. He was so perfect because he was perfect for the boy and for BB. He did not say, here, come here. And this was set up, this kid. And dad wanted to educate this young man, okay? This was a wonderful opportunity. I wonder what dad does for a living. He's got to teach. If dad does not teach, he needs to be in a teaching position because he's a natural teacher. He is a natural teacher. Then the camera cuts, and then the father and the boy had switched places, which put dad and the young man closer together. And so what they did then is like, we got to get BB to eat because everybody wants to watch BB eat. So then they cut the fruit. And of course, the BB is ignoring the kid because he's watching dad cut the fruit and, give BB the knife. He can get after it too. But the little boy is just staring, but how he was staring at him. But it was this, what was it like? It was like, oh my gosh. It was with wonder and, oh gosh, curiosity and yes, fright. There was some fright. He was afraid of BB. He was a little afraid of BB. But you could tell he wanted so badly to touch him. But he was a little gentleman. This young man was such a little gentleman. And dad knew because dad has kids. He gets it, right? And dad is a big old kid. He gets being a kid. Dad's going to be a kid for the rest of his life. Thanks to BB coming into his life. This monkey has been blessed and is a tremendous blessing to this family and to us, to all of us who watch him. So then BB eats, and then dad knows, man, and dad probably set it up so it would happen like this. At a certain time of day, BB's going to eat, and then he's going to fall asleep. And dad knows how to make BB fall asleep. He rubs his hands. Just the one hand, very gently, and BB will fall asleep every single time that dad does this. I mean, how about that? How much tenderness is involved in that? That this man learned how to help this monkey go fall asleep. He figured it out. That's being completely interested in who's in your house. BB eats, and then dad's like, "Hey, you want to hold him? It's okay." And the young man, by this point in time, had become more relaxed and was not afraid because he's watching dad. I mean, dad's is effortless. It is effortless the way that BB and dad are together. And of course, when dad's there, BB is gentle, and of course dad can tell him to chill too, and BB will do it. But when dad tells BB to chill, he never raises his voice. He just uses a tone. It's a certain tone, and I'm telling you, it's quiet. It's not aggressive. It's not even assertive. It's just this tone that says, "Back off. That's enough." I guess BB watched dad say that to his little girls too, and BB learned because BB is a mimic. I mean, he's a total mimic. So anyhow, dad knows, and it's like he's sleepy. This is a time to get this. BB can go in his lap. And so he says, "You want to go?" And so the monkey goes into this young boy's lap, and if you could see the expression of exultation, of happiness, of pleasure, of just awe. He was in awe of this animal, and he should be. I mean, he should be. We all should be in awe of all these animals that come into our lives that are around us on this planet. They are, each and every one, absolutely magnificent and mysteries. They're all mysteries. We're never going to be able to figure out animals, ever, ever. We're always going to be amazed by them, just like Daddy's always amazed. So BB went into his lap and he sat there, and the young man was petting him and loving on him. I guess the father was like, "Hey, this is actually kind of cool," because I think he could smell the power in that little monkey. I'm telling you right now, that monkey's wild, and he's always going to be wild. And so Dad said, he's getting sleepy. Let's lay him down here. So he laid BB down, and BB has a certain sleeping position. Does the pit bull? No, she does not. She'll sleep in any position. I mean, and does she need to be urged or petted to go to sleep? No, she does not. Sleeping is her favorite activity other than eating. So he lays BB down in the young man's lap. He rubs his hand, and BB goes to sleep. Of course he does. I wish that little boy, he was just staring at BB. BB was in his lap asleep, completely relaxed, because he had a belly full and he knows his dad's there. But that little boy just staring at that monkey, and there was a point in time when he forgot that there was anyone there. You could see it. You can see it happen, and he's just there, just the two of them, just that little boy and BB. They're all alone in that little chair with that monkey, and it was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen in my life. That little boy was able to relax. He relaxed then, and he could just look at BB with all the fascination that he had in his heart toward this animal. You can't do that at a petting zoo. It's like if you're gonna pet the rat, everybody gets the rat for 2 seconds, and then the rat gets passed on. That's the way you introduce children to animals. Any kind of animal. And they want to. If children express interest in an animal, then they need to be told they can take their time. Of course, the parent has to be there supervising. And then become occupied. I'm sure Dad, he is so socially savvy. He was watching that out of the corner of his eye and engaging the father in a conversation. But Dad knew the beauty of that moment, because he has so many beautiful moments with that little monkey. He's something else. He's something else. I mean, and I want to tell you something. If you don't want to watch him, then do not go on there and watch a video of him eating. Because if you watch him eating, you're hooked. You're hooked on BB for the rest of your life. You are going to watch him eat. I don't know what it is, and he's trained. Dad he goes to restaurants all the time. I'm looking at it right now. They're in a restaurant, and Dad takes his placemat. He takes his placemat, his little bowl, and his fork, and BB will only eat with a fork. He's humanized. He thinks he's a human. He does. He does. And like the clothes thing, right? When I first saw the clothes on him, I was appalled. It was weird, But BB wants to wear clothes. He loves his clothes. Sometimes the fans will send a bunch of outfits, and Dad will try them on, and BB loves trying on new clothes. He loves getting new clothes, getting new toys. This little monkey is so appreciative. And I'll tell you what, the pit bull is too. The pit bull is completely appreciative of anything you give her. Is anybody else like that? No. No. None of my other dogs have the depth that the pit bull has. This dog is deep. I mean, she appreciates it. And she's grateful. I mean, she'll look at you and you know she's saying thank you. She's totally like that. Yeah, BB is he's amazing. He's absolutely amazing. So if you're going to have a pet monkey, that's the way you do it. And if you cannot do it like that, then don't get a monkey. I'll tell you something. This is going to give you insight into your family and friends like you're not going to believe. If your family member, or you even, if you're going to get a dog, that's because we're here in the South, we don't have monkeys. That's the thing that we do. Oh, we're going to get a dog. And if the first thing that the person does is go get a crate instead of a fence so the dog can run around in the fence, that says so much about the true opinion that that person has for that living, breathing, thinking, feeling, problem-solving being. Then I mean, that's contempt. That's contempt. I'm gonna get a cage. I'm not gonna get a secure fence where the dog can run and play. I'm gonna get a crate where he can be imprisoned. Because that's what I've been told. It's okay to do that. And you know what? It's wrong. We need to stop doing that, okay? But the reason why we've been told to do that is because people are trying to save dogs. That's why that has occurred. Okay? But it's not right to leave your animal in a crate for 8 hours. It's wrong and you know it. We all know it's wrong. You know deadgum well it's wrong. So, you know, it's wrong. Please examine that and know it. Because you do know it. At the bottom of your heart, you know keeping a dog in a cage for the vast majority of his or her life is no life. It's no life. It's no life. So, getting a pet monkey. Why would you even want to get a pet monkey? I mean, golly. There's no way. There is no way I would ever do that. It's too much of a hassle. There's too much time. You cannot. Oh, and by the way, BB is a fantastic swimmer, so you're going to need to get a pool too. Guess what? Dad's got a pool for him. BB swims all the time because Dad knows BB loves it. But Dad's got the setup, right? Dad's got Grandma in the country. He's got his place in the city with his family, the 2 small children, and he's got the abandoned villa now that he's rehabbing. So, I mean, this monkey is a full-time job. I mean, the time. But my gosh, the rewards are off the charts. The rewards are off the charts because he is a total delight. He is thoughtful, funny, considerate, interesting. He's mind-boggling. This little monkey is mind-boggling. It's like having another kid, but it's having a kid who can possibly harm your neighbor. Because believe me, he's a wild animal. And I'll tell you something else which is interesting. The monkey, his teeth, he can carry, he's got 2 arms, 2 legs, which we know what they look like. I mean, he can carry stuff with them. But you know what else he uses to carry? He uses his mouth. He can carry whatever the weight he can carry in his arms, he can carry with his mouth. You talk about some neck strength. Do you understand the neck and jaw strength? How quickly, what kind of a big chunk do you think that he could take out of your face in about less than a second? Oh yeah, a big chunk. Okay, that kind of, I mean, the jaw strength, neck strength, and the speed. I'm talking fast, like I'm talking fast. But he's one of the family. This monkey is a family member. Is he treated as a human? Yeah, in a lot of ways he is. But he's a monkey. And the children, these kids, especially one with the glasses, if you want to see the one that really loves BB is like Dad, who connects with animals, is the little girl with the glasses. I think that's Zuka. Xuka. Isn't that a cool name? Zuka. I mean, she's quiet. Oh, and she loves her daddy. Oh my gosh, that one, she's totally a daddy's girl. But listen, Dad has no favorites. He loves everybody. He loves everybody all the same. But he's delighted by that monkey. That monkey is his buddy. I mean, they go around. It's like having the best pal. It's like on the surface, yes, I've got to go entertain the monkey. But it's Dad and BB running out being 10-year-olds together. And BB doesn't get tired. He has a lot of energy. The pit bull, she gets tired. I mean, she's tired, ready to sleep. Anytime I ask her, you want to sleep? Yeah. Was it time? It can be. Okay, then I'll sleep. Yeah, animals. Can you believe they sell? Listen, I'll tell you this. I'll watch that. And so there was this guy selling this monkey, and this was a baby monkey. And you know what the monkey was doing? Crawling all over him so fast, you would not believe. I mean, right there, I'm going, dude. No. Right there. And then I saw that, and then the cages. Oh gosh, yeah. So you know what? If you're gonna cage your monkey, don't get a monkey. If you're gonna cage your dog, don't get a dog, because really and truly, you don't want one. You truly don't want one. But we got so many of them that they're every which way, and everybody has them. So it's like, yeah, let me get a dog. Don't do it, because you really don't want one. Okay, you don't have time for one if the dog is gonna live in the cage all the time. And the monkey? Well, the monkey can bite your face off. Just keep that in mind. And if you're not nice, he or she will. If you don't educate that monkey, like BB is educated, constantly in a learning environment, doing eel traps, going to the beach camping, setting up a tent, harvesting vegetables, cooking, harvesting bamboo shoots. It's constant. This monkey is constantly being taught something new. Constantly. And he's so funny the way he'll put his mouth on, when he puts his mouth on something, he always does got to put his mouth on it. It's interesting because you see the tongue is not there. So I don't know if he's tasting it or putting his mouth on it to do the texture. When Dad went away for a business trip, and Dad can't do that again because BB, Dad can't do it. I think Dad knows. That's why he's getting into all this other stuff. He's pushing his other YouTube channel, which, yes, do it. I'm pushing it too. So one of them is Monkey BB. The other one is Family BB. Because you know what? Yeah, Dad, we want you at the house doing stuff with BB. And Dad knows he can't. He can't go on a business trip like that. Go away for that long. So they had a phone call on, an iPad or something. And Dad was on the iPad, and BB, he was putting his mouth all over the screen. He missed him so much. I mean, he longed for Dad. Dad's a great guy. I bet his whole family longed for him when he was gone. He's that kind of man. You miss him. He's quiet, but what a presence. What a presence. Thank you, Dad. I love you, MBB. Y'all need to watch that. It's beautiful. put you in a good mood. I guarantee it. I guarantee it's going to put you in a great mood. And now we have an update on love, a little brief little update. One of the puppies passed away. She knew. She knew that puppy was, I don't know if she knew the puppy was not going to make it, but she knew that the puppy was in distress. She knew. And I'm going to tell you something else. She grieved. She was visibly upset, looking at me going, what do I need to do? I'm like, Mama, we're just going to see if, we're like doing the best we can over here. But then the night, the little puppy passed away. And I'll tell you something. My first thought was, you getting fit. This spay thing, of course, everybody's spayed and neutered in my house. But when I saw that emotional trauma that she underwent, and I'm telling you, it was emotional trauma, all right? I was looking in her eyes. I was seeing her behavior. And she was so upset at her child, at her baby's distress. But yeah, I'm like, you're getting spayed. Because I would never, ever, ever, and of course then I got to thinking about breeders. And I'm going to look into that. I'm going to find out about breeding. I don't know anything about it because I've never had to know about it. And I'm not going to look into it because I want to breed dogs, because I will never do that. That absolutely, at this day and age, we're at this crisis point with overpopulation and the rate that we're, our animated profligacy killing them. No, there's no way. But I would never put her, if I had a breeding thing and my female dog had, and one of her puppies passed away, that'd be it. That dog, I would never breed her again. I'd be like, you're getting spayed. Because I could not watch her go through that emotional upheaval, that heartbreak. Let me tell you something. Love was heartbroken, okay? I'm telling you right now. I would never subject that to her. I would never subject her to that again. Ever. I wonder, I'm going to find out about breeders. If they do that, if they breed the dog again after the dog loses a puppy. So that makes 9 puppies. And they're all healthy, and they were in a kiddie pool, and they kept thumping themselves out. I don't know how they were doing it. Boy, I didn't get any sleep that week. Then I put them in a big old crate that I had, and now forget it, man. It's 9 big dogs. So I've got half of my living room is covered in newspaper. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but they are beautiful. They are beautiful and healthy, and it's fun to see that. I'm not looking forward to the amount of filth I'm about to clean up. And another thing, too, that is absolutely disgusting, it makes me want to vomit when I think about it, is the discharge from the female from love. That'd be it, too. I'd be like, I'm never breeding again. I got to do with this mess. Forget it. It's disgusting. Makes me want to vomit. Can't even talk about it. But she is a good mama for being 10 months old, huh? How about that, Louisiana? That's how we do it here. She is a good mama. She doesn't like me handling them. She doesn't like me going. I don't handle them. She doesn't like me going in there. I have to clean her area. She's right there with me, and she loves me. This dog loves me. I thought I was seeing her personality. I was not seeing her personality because she was pregnant when she came to me. And remember, I told you, they were feeding her. It wasn't that they were feeding her. She was full of 10 puppies. So, and the eating. I mean, she is eating some chow. I mean, she's getting fed 4 times a day. It's not tiny portions. It's like full on chow. I wonder what those people do. I mean, you cannot even. You got to work from home if you're breeding it, because who's going to be there to feed the? And then you have to. you have to keep everybody safe. Everybody has to be safe. That has to be monitored. And well, I was saying that none of my dogs were going to get around them. Well, I think that lasted 2 days. So that has been very interesting as well. The pit bull is, she's fascinated. She wants to get in there. As a matter of fact, she got in the area now, and she was just lying down in there with them. I had to hustle her on out of there. The big black dog, who I thought would kill them, I did kind of secretly think that she might kill the puppies. She has turned out to be a wannabe mother, because when the puppies were tumping themselves out of the thing, she was licking them and she was just taking care of them and protecting them. And here's what's the most interesting. The car could care less. I don't even think she's looked at them. I mean, I have never seen such disinterest in my life. The pit wants to be in it, right up in the middle of them. But no, I don't trust her fully, so I don't know what she's doing. But she was lying down in there with them a while ago. Looked up. And she's just in there with them. Oh my gosh. That pit bull, she makes me laugh. She does. She makes me laugh. She's so funny. But yeah, Love is a great mother. Have at it, girl, because this is the last litter you're ever going to have. I'm like doing the math. When can I get her spayed? So this has been a learning experience. It's beautiful too, right? These lives, these precious puppies in my home, looking over there. It's just something special about it. I don't know how to. Oh, and guess what else I found out? I went through my text. We were texting back and forth with this guy when I was trying to find her home. So this lady picked her up. There's a guy on the street, and he has a dog who looks very much like Love. And so this lady took Love to this guy's house and said, "Hey, is this your dog?" And the guy said no. And then she dumped her again. And in the photo, there's a little kid's shoe. There are two dogs. Love is sitting down, thinking, "Please, please, please take me." And then there are two dogs smelling her rear end. And then there's the foot of a little kid in there who belonged to the person who dumped her again. Yeah, that's the way we roll down here in Louisiana, in Mississippi, in Arkansas, in Alabama. It's the entire South. This is the way we do dogs here. Animals, we do it to all of them. But we are really, we're quite horrific when it comes to dogs. And then we have them in our home, and we call them our family. And yet, we have what we have here. But she's good. But do I know her personality? No, not really. I thought I did, but I don't know what her personality is like, because, first of all, she was desperate when she came into my home. And then she was pregnant, which I had no idea that she was like pregnant. I thought I had 2 months, right? And she had 10 babies. So she was stressed. She's still stressed, because she's in and out of the area with the puppies. I don't know what she's going to be like. I know she is a puppy. She acts like a puppy. She does puppy things. So I'll be glad when she is spayed and healthy and can be a puppy again. I can't wait to take her on long walks, let her run, and just see how and just get to know her. I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to getting to know her. She's just lovely here in my home. No issues. She fits in like a glove. She loves being here. She loves it. This is her home. She knows this is her home. And she's grateful. She's kind of Velcro on me. She's kind of Velcro. Like she takes up all the sofa. The pit bull loves to get on the sofa with me. But Love is not letting her do it. She's doing it. She has nice manners. But She's not letting her. So we'll see how that goes too. I think once they start playing, because the pit bull will play. She likes to play. So that's it. That's it. That's Monkey BB. Y'all need to watch that monkey. I'm telling you, you gonna. And if you have kids, please put that monkey on all the time, because your children will learn from that monkey that he's wild and is not a suitable pet for the home, for one thing. And then they'll learn from dad. They'll see how dad treats not only the monkey but his children, how he treats the character called Mom, who is the housekeeper, how he treats his mother. I mean, he's working. This guy's a hard worker. These people are hard working people. They love growing their own food. I mean, Grandma, I'm telling you, she's probably 90, and she could probably do the splits. That's how agile Grandma is. Look, I'm looking at her now. She's got boots on, was out in the rice field harvesting rice. It's wonderful. This is a wonderful, wonderful show. Thank y'all so much for listening. I love talking about BB. Every now and then, I couldn't talk about him all the time, but, every now and then, I want to talk about him because he fascinates me. The whole setup. Look, he's brushing his teeth right now, and he's totally doing it correctly. Yeah. Look, and you know what he does? He gets in there and looks at himself in the mirror. That's fun to watch. That's what he's doing. He's looking at himself in the mirror right now. And then here's what's interesting. He knows how to do the faucet. And, of course, he has, plenty of appendages. But he uses his mouth to turn on the faucet. Look, he just did it. He just used his mouth. I'm telling you. He got that mouth, got some jaw. You could look at him, he's 15 pounds. He could rip your neck off 3 seconds. 1 second. Less than a second. That monkey is always going to be wild. You can't take a wild animal. You cannot take a wild animal and truly tame that wild animal. There's always going to be something wild in that animal. Always. Unless, of course, you break his or her spirit. We do that down here, too. I've seen it. But not this monkey. He is living to his full potential. And he's helping Dad live to his full potential as well. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Thank you guys so much for listening. I love y'all. Love thinking about you. Y'all listening to me. And you're listening to me now. I'm getting hit, so I am grateful. I'm grateful for it. This has been Dog Food with Katherine Abel. Thank you.